Good morning guys, it is the next day. It's currently 10 to 9. I want to have a lie-in because it's my first day without having to get up and walk my dog like really early in a long time. So like I set my alarm for 8 AM and then I woke up at 6 something after going to bed at like 1 AM or something. So I've had not the longest sleep, but it was like I woke up and I just couldn't get back to sleep. So yeah, I've kind of just been lying in bed scrolling on my phone, mainly just looking through my videos from last night because I'm always like that. By the way, I'm just tying my shoe in case you're wondering what I did. Yeah, I'm always like that after concerts. I get really sad when they're over, but like for this one I'm not super sad. Like I've looked through the videos and I just feel like really happy about it because I'm like, I could have missed out on this if I hadn't gone on. And also I do have another concert at the end of this week, and then like I said I have another one at the end of this month, so I can't exactly have post-concert blues. So yeah, I've just packed up my room and I'm gonna check out now and head for breakfast. So like in this hotel they only do like a continental breakfast and that's not really my sort of thing. Like I don't like cereal, so I think they're charging like £8 or £9 for it. So there's no point in me paying £8 or £9 for a breakfast that I'm not really going to enjoy. Like I'm sure they'd have like maybe toast or pastries, but I don't really want to pay £8 or £9 for toast or pastries. And then I realised that there's a Costa like right next door to here, but I've just looked up and it doesn't open till 2 PM. Isn't that weird? Like why would it not open till 2 PM? But anyways, I have a 40-minute walk to the bus station and my bus is actually in 2 hours, so I think I'm just gonna walk the 40 minutes, and I know that there's a Costa near the bus station, so then at least when I've done that 40-minute walk I know that the bus station is right there, so I can kind of just sit in Costa. I've got my Kindle, so I'm gonna read my book whilst I sit in Costa and have my breakfast because I'm really craving one of those like rolls and sausage. Like, so I'll either go to Costa or Starbucks because I know they both do them and I'm just really craving that. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna head now. Just make sure I've got everything. But yeah, I don't know if I showed you guys my necklace last night, but I wore this because, oops, because it's kind of like, you know how Katy Perry does like E.T.? I thought this was kind of like space themed, the little planet, so that's why I wore that. But yeah, I am so hungry, so I'm gonna do this 40-minute walk and then get breakfast before I get on my bus back home. It's been so much fun. I haven't spoken to you guys since this morning, but it's now 5:20 in the evening. So last time I spoke to you was in the morning when I was in Glasgow. I had my breakfast in Costa, then literally got on the bus, sat there for 4 hours. I kind of drifted in and out of sleep, listened to a bunch of music, and yeah, then I got back home. I literally just unpacked my stuff and then I headed to my house because I actually haven't been here in probably about a week. Like I wasn't even going after work because I was actually, wait, I think I didn't even film the last 2 days I had off. I was here, but I was ill. So like I was just doing little jobs because I was kind of struggling with being ill. I probably should have just, you know, left it and done nothing, but my brain wouldn't let me because I just kept thinking about all the things that needed to be done. So like on my last 2 days off, I just did little jobs. Like I painted a fan in the bathroom, I painted the loft hatch upstairs, I put up a dado rail, I think that's what it's called, in my downstairs loo, and then I also did the last coat of paint on the kitchen tiles. So the dado rail, I was going to show you it, but now I've taped it up because I'm about to paint in there. That was quite difficult to put up. I did film some clips on my phone, so I'll insert them now. But yeah, I didn't really find that very easy. I think it was like just where they had to meet in the corners. Like I was trying to cut 45-degree angles and the saw, I don't know if it was the saw that I was using that was crap or it was me. I think it was me. It was just taking me ages to get through these tiny pieces of wood and I don't even know why. And then I would cut the angle and then it was always like too short and I'd have to add in a little bit of wood and it was just a nightmare. I hated it. This little downstairs loo, I have taped everything, and yeah, this is the dado rail that I put up, but I've taped it now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the top half of here because I still haven't got a new radiator, but I was just thinking I might as well just paint in here, because then if I get paint on this radiator, it doesn't matter because it's going, and then hopefully like I get the exact same size one, but if I don't, then I can just touch it up and add in a little bit more paint if I need to. But yeah, I've got a dado rail going all the way around and then underneath the windowsill there. So yeah, I'm going to paint the top part just now. I'm hoping this won't take me too long because it's quite a small room, but I'm actually using Lick Pink 02, which is the top colour in my office, and the reason why I'm using it is because I don't know if you guys remember when I was painting the office, I had a bit of a disaster and I ended up having to buy another tin of Lick 02, and I literally used the tiniest bit out of it, so I've literally got a full tin minus like this much. So I was like, where else can I use it? And then I was gonna wallpaper it in here like at the top, but the wallpaper that I wanted was like £80, and I was like, do you know what? I'm not paying that. £80 for a wallpaper. I was like, I'll just paint it and then just add like a bit more uniqueness with, again, like prints and accessories and stuff like that. So luckily Pink 02 goes nice with the colour that I'm going to do on the bottom. So yeah, let's get that done. Alright guys, I have just finished doing the first coat of the pink on the top. I say just finished, I finished ages ago, but I've just been sat crying because I had bad news. I'm generally trying not to cry again because I need to go out into my car to drive home without people seeing that I'm literally an emotional wreck. I've just had some bad news about my job, and I have been struggling so much with life the last few months, and you know, I've been really trying to push through, and then to now hear this, I'm just like, I don't want this to be a depressing vlog, but I can't cope anymore. Like, I've just bought a house and now I don't have a job. Then I'm not going to be able to pay for it, so I don't know where that leaves me. I've just felt so lost my whole adulthood. Like, every day I'm constantly fighting. I just want to be a little kid again and for all of this pain to stop. Like, all I want to do is just have fun, and it's like, that's impossible now. There's always something. Every day is a worry. Every day I'm stressed. Every day I'm anxious. I can deal with like one thing being thrown at me, but when it's two, when it's three, when it's four, when it's continuous, I genuinely just feel numb. I don't feel excitement towards anything anymore. I've just had a shower. I'm feeling like a new woman. Also, that's why my face is so red, because I've just dried my hair. And also I'm sat next to a radiator. So yeah, I look like a beetroot. But anyways, I just didn't really know where to take this vlog, because obviously if you watched it this far, it has been a very emotional vlog. So the last clip that you would have seen, I actually filmed like a while back. It's now like a month later. Actually, I think it's exactly a month later, and honestly, it's been such a stressful month. So I haven't vlogged for a whole month. It's actually passed really quick, but to be honest, I've been at my house and stuff, and I've been really busy, and I can't wait to show you guys the updates and that in the next vlog. But honestly, I just didn't feel like vlogging because it's been challenging, to say the least. Like, it's been hard to even drag my butt out of bed in the mornings. I am in a better mood today, and I'm in a better place today. Mainly just because now I have like clarity and I have answers. So yeah, it's taken me a whole month to actually get confirmation of when my last day of work is, which has just honestly caused me so much stress. So I've finally been told today that I have one more week working at the job that I have been doing for the last 2 years and 7 months, which honestly is so sad because I think you guys know how much I absolutely loved that job. As I say, I've been there for 2 years and 7 months. I worked fully remote, fully from home. I had the most incredible team. Like, they were the best people I've ever worked with. Like, especially my team leaders. They were honestly so supportive, but also just so genuinely kind and so genuinely nice, and they actually like cared about me and the other staff on the team, which is very sadly very rare. Like, I've not had any other management where I felt like they actually realise that I'm a person with feelings, or that they care that I have an outside life, you know, I have a life outside of work. Like, they literally normally just think like work is your life, and if you don't do 100 hours overtime then you're the worst person in the world, and they make you feel guilty and they make you feel bad and all that. I did not have that with the management in this team. Like, they were incredible. I cannot fault them. And yeah, just all those aspects all put together, it just made the absolute perfect job. I loved what I did every day. Like, I literally just logged on, I replied to emails from customers, and I did live chats, I replied to WhatsApp messages and SMS messages, and honestly, I just loved it. The fact that I could just work from the comfort of my home and be with Harley like all day and just know that he was fine, and you know, he had company, and yeah, that is genuinely why in the last clip that I filmed I was so devastated, but also because I was just genuinely shocked. And then also we have the huge fact of I have recently just bought a house. I haven't even said, but yeah, basically as from a week's time I will be redundant, and the reason I'm going to be redundant is because of AI, so thanks so much AI. Yeah, now the company don't need me because AI is basically taking over my job. So yeah, I got redundant because a robot's going to do my job now, and that is why I hate technology. Like, I literally look back on my childhood and, like, you know, where technology just sort of came into it, and we had those huge computers and we had like PlayStations and stuff. Why did it not just stop there? Because that was good, like that was an incredible invention, but now I just feel like it's gone too far. And like, I know I'm smiling right now because I've obviously had a month to process this, and honestly guys, I'm so tired of crying. Like, I have cried why am I gonna cry again? Oh my god, no. I've cried non-stop for the last month, and yeah, now I'm literally at the point where I'm like, if I don't laugh, like what else can I do, really? So yeah, it's been horrible. Like, I'm genuinely devastated. Like, I cannot even stress how sad I am to no longer be working from home, to no longer be doing a job where I feel at ease every day. Like, it's the first job. Like, bear in mind, I'm 27, I've been working since I was 16, so in 11 years this is the only job where I felt comfortable every day, where I've not had someone looking over my shoulder and nitpicking on what I'm doing, or I've not had to like be around colleagues that like make fun of me for being quiet, or say that I'm boring, or you know, like all these other aspects of other jobs that I've had that have just been horrific and have genuinely made my life so terrible. Like, when I think back to previous jobs I had, like, there was times that I was treated so badly by management. There was times where people were literally laughing at me because I was quiet and I was shy and I was nervous, and it's honestly it was honestly horrible. So yeah, there is honestly a million reasons why I am sad that I no longer have this job. And yeah, as I was kind of saying, I feel like there's so much to talk about, but yeah, as I was saying, obviously, like, if this had happened this time last year, obviously I would have been sad because, as I say, I absolutely love the job, but I would be nowhere near as stressed as I am now, because this time last year I didn't have a mortgage. I was living with my parents. I know that I'm still in my parents' house right now, but I've obviously now bought a house which I plan to move into soon. Yeah, it's just the timing of it. Like, if this had happened last year, I would have been like, you know what, this absolutely sucks. I'm absolutely devastated because I have the best team, I have the best team leaders, I no longer have a work from home job, I no longer have a job that I enjoy and that genuinely I don't feel stressed or like overwhelmed or on edge at all. So obviously I would have been sad about it, but I would have been like, oh, it's fine, I still live with my parents, I've got time to find another job, it's fine, like, I could have lived off my savings easily. But that is not the case. I bought a house 6 months ago on my own. I have no help whatsoever, like, I don't have a partner, I am doing this completely on my own. So I have a full mortgage to pay, I have gas, electric, I have council tax, I'm soon gonna have a Wi-Fi bill when I get that. I'm also not even furnished my house, so I have all of that. I also haven't got any doors in my house still. I also haven't got all of the flooring yet. Like, there is so much that I need to spend money on, and that is why in that last clip, when I first found out about the whole redundancy thing, I literally broke down into tears because I was like, what am I actually gonna do? Like, it's just mad. Like, I don't know if you guys watched my vlogs, maybe, well, it would have been before I got this job, so like probably almost 3 years ago. I had a temporary contract end, and then I think I was unemployed for like 2 months whilst I was looking for a job, and even then I was stressed, but at the time I was only renting, so I feel like, well, yeah, it's still scary, so like, don't think I'm saying that like having a mortgage is more scary than rent. So like, if you rent, I'm not like saying you are not allowed to be stressed if you're in this situation, because yes, of course you can be, but like, I just feel like if I was renting, I could just hand in my lease or something and just move back in with my parents, whereas a mortgage is like, it's so much harder to get out of. And I also, like, I've gone through so much to get this house that I wouldn't want to, like, before even moving into it, I wouldn't want to have to sell it and everything, and also I can't even afford to sell it because of all the selling fees and solicitor fees and everything. Like, it's expensive to sell a house. But yeah, as I was saying, like, when I had that 2 months unemployment, like almost 3 years ago now, at the time I was renting, but I also lived with my partner at the time, so I only had half of the bills to pay. And so in the back of my mind, like, of course I was stressed, but I was like, do you know what, if the worst came to the worst, like, we've got his wages that we can live on just now until I can then pay him back. But actually, I was only unemployed for 2 months. I managed to live off my savings, and I still managed to contribute like my 50% towards all of the bills and rent and everything. So like, it wasn't as scary, but now like, I have no one to fall back on. Like, it's literally just me, and that is scary. So that's why I literally broke down in tears. And also just life, man. Like, why does it never just give you one bad thing, but it's always like one, it comes in like threes or whatever. It's like you have so many bad things happen, and then it's like, I actually can't handle it. Sorry guys, my camera ran out of charge, so I had to charge it for a couple of hours, and now I'm back to continue my conversation. But yeah, I'm basically just making this video into a bit of a life update and just a bit of a brain spill. So yeah, the last month has been incredibly tough, as you can imagine. By the way, if you hear slurping, it's just Harley looking away. That is pause. I have been job searching for the past month, and I've honestly applied for, I don't know how many jobs, at least 35, possibly, actually probably more than that, and it is so hard. Like, I have had rejection after rejection after rejection, but in saying that, most companies now, I think they don't even let you know, because they've just got so many applicants. Like, every job I've applied for, it says 100+ applicants already, and it's literally like just been posted, and I'm like, okay, I have no chance. So yeah, the ones that have got back to me have just said like, you've not even made it to the interview stage, and then the other ones I just haven't heard from, but like I've seen that their ad has now been taken down, so I'm like, oh, I guess I just didn't get an interview or anything, and that they hired someone else. So it's been really tough, and I personally really struggle with the whole starting a new job. I hate job interviews, I hate starting a new job, being a new person, not knowing what I'm doing. Like, I think everybody feels that way, but also like I just hate working somewhere that isn't my house, and like I just have to be genuinely honest about that. And like, I know some people say, like, when I've told them that I've lost my job, they're like, oh, but it'll actually probably be really good for you to get a job outside of the house again, because, you know, you'll have to push yourself and communicate with people. And like, I get where they're coming from, but honestly, I think that pushing myself and being around people and talking to people, it's like people think that like that will cure social anxiety, and I get that, because I actually did for ages. I was telling myself like, the only way you can cure this is if you literally face your fears, and I definitely think I've done that. Like, as I say, the majority of my working life I've worked with people every single day. Like, with social anxiety, I've mainly worked retail jobs, which are so tough if you're socially anxious. Like, it's tough even if you're not, because people are horrible, like customers are so mean. And yeah, I'm constantly pushing myself out of my comfort zone. Like, I go on group travel trips and things like that, and yeah, like, even though I'm proud of myself for doing those things, I can't say that it's helped with my social anxiety at all, or that it's definitely not cured it. And like, I don't want to be like a downer, but I just don't even know if there is a cure. Like, I just think this is me, and like, sadly a lot of people don't like that. I don't know, it's such a struggle. Like, I know that I'm a good person, like I'm really happy with like my morals and stuff, and like how I'm kind to other people and I treat people like how I would want to be treated. But I do just like, I think like my mental health has been so bad recently, like even before this whole redundancy thing. It's just because people over time have just made me feel really terrible for being who I am. Like, I can't even count the amount of times I've been at some sort of like social event that I don't even want to be at, but again, I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone, because I'm like, that's the only way that I'll be able to help myself. And you know, I'm so proud of myself for going, and then someone will say, gosh, you're so quiet, what's wrong with you? And then I'm just like, oh, that's just my personality, that's who I am. And they're like, oh, boring. Like, I've literally had people say that to me, and it's like, it's so hard, because they don't understand how much I have pushed myself to even be there. And like, in that moment, I'm so proud of myself for being there, and then someone literally just crushes me like that, and all of a sudden I have to go to the toilet because I'm crying. And then, you know, that doesn't just ruin the night for me, that ruins like all the progress that I had made, and then it makes me never want to go to another social event again. And yeah, basically going back to work, yeah, I just feel like I've kind of been made to hate who I am, because I feel like it's embarrassing to be who I am, and it's wrong to be who I am. Like, it's wrong to be quiet, it's wrong to be anxious and nervous, and yeah, that's why I'm so scared about like starting a new job. But yeah, anyways, I'm just rambling, but I have so many thoughts in my head, and I'm basically using this vlog as a therapy session, so hey ho. But yeah, back to jobs. I was saying it's so hard to find a job. Yeah, basically for a whole month I've been applying for jobs, and I have had no luck, and that's because I was really desperate to find another work from home job. But I think, like, because I have a mortgage, I just have to be honest with myself and just say like, that is not possible right now, because any work from home job, you have to have like skills or a degree, or like, there's no skills that I have that would set me above anyone else, and they're gonna all have like qualifications or experience and stuff like that. The only work from home job I have experience in AI has taken over, so no one's doing like a email customer service only role. They're all phone roles. I can't do phones because I have social anxiety. So I've had absolutely no luck with a work from home job, and I feel like I wouldn't be as scared, like I'd still be scared, but I wouldn't be as scared about working outside the home if I didn't have Harley. Like that is my genuine main concern, because I'm like, how am I supposed to work a full-time job and have a dog? Like I just don't understand. Like I understand that like loads of people do it because they have to, and like absolute no shade to anybody who works 8 hours and has a dog. Like I see people on TikTok doing their days of their life, and they'll take their dog for like a really long walk before they go to work, and they'll come back in their lunch break or something and let them out to the toilet, or they'll have a dog walker coming in or whatever, like to make, you know, it work, having a dog and also having a full-time job. But the reason why I am so stuck when it comes to that is because I have Harley, who is reactive and aggressive, so I can't, even if I had the money for it, I can't get a dog walker to come in and take him for a walk, because no dog walker is going to volunteer to come into my house where Harley's going to attack them and then walk them, or he's not going to walk for them because he doesn't know them, and he's probably going to try and attack them, and then he's going to try and attack every person that passes and every dog that passes. Like, he's not like a normal dog. I can't put him to like doggy daycare because again, he would attack all the members of staff, he would attack all the dogs. Like, do you see what I mean? I've worked from home now for 3 years between this job and the last job that I had, and like the year before that I had Harley, yes, I did work outside the house, I worked in retail, but I lived with a partner and we did opposite shifts, so Harley was never alone for that long. Like sometimes my partner wouldn't start work till 4, and maybe like I finished work at 4, or like even if he started work at 4 p.m. and you know I was on a late shift and I didn't come home till 8 p.m, like still Harley was only on his own for like 4 hours like maximum, and like that I feel comfortable with leaving him. But now obviously I am completely on my own, and yeah, it's difficult because like my family work through the day, so I've basically been racking my brains and I'm like, what the hell can I do? And I'm like, I'm literally just gonna have to do night shift, like that's what I'm gonna have to do. And the thought of that makes me want to cry, and the only reason is because if I work night shift I'm not gonna be able to see any of my friends or any of my family. Like I know you get days off, but you also have to like change your complete sleeping pattern, so I would be sleeping through the day. Like I can't go from sleeping through the day on the days that I'm working to then on my days off be like, oh, I'll just go back to sleeping at night again. Like it doesn't work like that. So like I'd literally see no one, and the only time I'd be awake would be at night and everyone else is in bed. Like, how do people do night shifts? I don't understand. But anyways, to cut a long story short, I have been panicking because I'm like, what the heck? Well, before I didn't know when my last date was. I didn't know if they were gonna like, every day that I was logging on I was like, are they gonna turn around and be like, today's your last day, today's your last day? Like I didn't know, but now I know that I have a week left, and yeah, I'm basically panicking. So I just applied to some like in-person jobs that are kind of like hours where I could, you know, have care for Harley. So basically, yeah, to cut a long story short, I've got a temporary job lined up, so I finish my job and then I have a week off to relax. I say relax, obviously I'm going to be stressing about starting a new job, but it'll still be nice to have a week off. So I'm only going to be unemployed for a week, and then I start my new job, which like I think I start work at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. So that'll be my shifts, so we'll see how that goes. Like that to me isn't as bad, because like some of the night shifts, like they're full night shift jobs, like they were looking for like starting at like 10 p.m. and I'm working all through the night, whereas this, at least I could just go to bed like really early and then just get up at like 2-3 a.m. or whatever. But yeah, as I say, it's only temporary. It's just for like the end of November, all of December, and then most of January. So yeah, I'm just gonna be in the same situation basically in January, but I'm just trying to like, I guess, like bide time. Like obviously Christmas is my favourite time of the year, and then last year, like, I still love the day, but it was like my first Christmas where, like, after my breakup, and also I got engaged, like proposed to on Christmas Day, so like Christmas Day just felt weird to me last year. And then this year I was so looking forward to Christmas. I was literally like, do you know what, like, we had our, like, not like, I didn't have like a sad Christmas Day last year, but like it was playing on my mind. And this year I was like, you know what, I just feel so much better about this whole situation. Like, I'm gonna have the best Christmas ever. I was so excited. And then obviously this happened, and then I'm like constantly stressing, like, oh my god, how am I gonna buy my parents and my siblings and my friends Christmas presents? And obviously they're like, Lucille, we literally don't care, like, as long as we get to spend Christmas Day with you, like, that's all that matters. But yeah, I don't know, like, I just needed something to get me through Christmas, something to pay my bills. And so yeah, this temporary job, hopefully it will just give me a bit more confidence with working, like, actually in person with people again. And you know, like, I'm actually looking forward to having like a physical job again, because like there's parts of retail that I really loved, and if it weren't for the horrible customers that you get, like, I really did actually enjoy retail. Like, I loved stockroom work, I loved doing all the displays, like, I love being busy and on my feet. So I'm looking forward to, yeah, just having like a more physical, active, on my feet job again for a couple of months. And obviously throughout this whole time I am going to be looking for jobs and applying for jobs starting like end of January or whatever, and hopefully something comes my way that's just a bit more suitable. Like, it's literally just, I just want to find something that allows me to spend as much time as possible with Harley, because Harley is genuinely my main priority in life. I don't know why I'm tearing up, but genuinely, like, no one will ever love me as much as Harley does. Like, the way he looks at me and like just thinks I'm the best person in the world, like, I just genuinely just want to give him the best life ever, and I owe that to him. And that's why, like, I just want to be able to spend as much time as possible with him. And I know that, like, all dog owners want to do that, and sadly, you know, we have to work and we can't spend all day with our dogs unless we work from home, which is why I want a work from home job. But yeah, like, I don't know how it will work after this temporary job, because I don't want to do like night shift my whole life and have no life. But yeah, luckily this temporary job, it will still allow me to have a life, because it's not like proper night shift hours. But like, what I mean is, long term I'll need something, and like the only time I can get care for Harley is when my family aren't working, which is 5 p.m. onwards. So yeah, I just want to basically just focus on enjoying Christmas, and then in the new year I will stress about trying to find a job. But yeah, like, I just genuinely don't know what I want to do. And people will say to me, like, don't you have a passion or anything? I genuinely don't have any passions. Like, I just want an easy job that I can go to, get done, go home, never think about it. Like, I don't want to have to think about work when I'm not at work. And then I just want to enjoy my time out of work. Like, my main focus is to enjoy my time out of work. Like, I'm not someone who lives to work. I work to live. Do you know what I mean? I even thought about, like, oh, maybe I could do like an apprenticeship or something, but obviously that's such a low wage and I don't think I'd be able to live on that with all the bills I have to pay. But I was like, should I like try and learn something and maybe like gain a skill so I can get a better paid job? But then I'm literally like, I don't know if I could see myself being in an office. Like, I genuinely think I would only do like an admin-y, like, computer job if I could work from home, because the thought of being in an office and literally being sat around the same people every day trying to make like conversation with people makes me feel sick. Like, if I have to do a job that's outside of the house. I would rather it be an active job where I can, like, I don't have to just like stand or sit and just make conversation, do you know what I mean? Like, for example, in retail, I hated the shifts where I was on tills because, well, obviously customers are tough, but like if it was quiet, you'd just be stood in the same place all day and you'd have to make conversation with someone that works there, like other colleagues. But like the days where I was like, you know, putting out stock and stuff and I was moving around, like I was like on my own sort of thing, you know? And like even if like I was working with staff or whatever, like you don't spend all day together like stuck in the same place, like you're constantly moving about and stuff. And yeah, I just don't like the pressure of just like, if I was in an office and I had to sit next to the same person every single day, because not because I'm a horrible person, but because I would feel sorry for that person, because I'm like, they are gonna think, oh my god, I have to be sat next to Lucia, because I am boring. Like, I will literally admit that, like, I'm so boring. I don't like talking, like, I genuinely don't, even though I'm talking to you guys for like probably 30 minutes, but nah, I just, yeah, I don't even know why I'm rambling, but I'm just trying to be more positive because genuinely I'm so tired of crying. Like, I know I need help. I genuinely do know I need help because I've got so many issues in my brain, genuinely. Like, I know I'm laughing about it, but as I say, it's genuinely just because if I don't laugh, I'll cry, and I'm tired of crying. But yeah, I've tried to get help, but honestly, my doctor surgery is the worst doctor surgery, and I don't just say that, but like the reviews literally speak for itself. But I can't get enrolled in another doctor surgery because none of them will take me on because they say I'm out of their, I don't know, catchment area, even though like ones are closer to the one that I am now, they say I'm out of their catchment area and no one will take me on. So yeah, I have the worst doctor surgery, and if you go to them with mental health problems, guess what they give you? They give you a little leaflet on how to be mindful. So yeah, I know I need help, but honestly I can't get help because I don't have money to pay for private help, so I'm using YouTube as therapy instead. But yeah, I can laugh about it today because today has actually been a really good day because I've got, I say a really good day, but in comparison to the last month, it's been a good day because I've got clarity on when I will be leaving this job. I've got a temporary job that I literally just heard about today, which, oh my god, perfect timing, thank the Lord. That's why I'm a bit more upbeat today, but trust me, not many days have looked like this for the past wee while. But anyways, I'm really sorry that this vlog is so depressing, but I just needed to be honest. Like, I couldn't just come on YouTube and just be like, I'm so happy, because I'm not. But I'm trying really hard to, like, I don't know, just change my mindset, because I'm genuinely letting anxiety ruin my life. I'm letting the fear of what other people think of me ruin my life, and I'm so fed up of it. Like, I genuinely just want to just not give a shit about what anyone thinks and just live my life for me. And that is my aim, because I'm tired of this, like I really am. But yeah, like I said, I'm sorry this is depressing. And yeah, thanks for listening. If you have listened to this, I'm really amazed. And yeah, like, I will try and keep posting as much as I can, because I think it's important to show that life isn't full of highs, it's also filled with lots of lows. But I would like to try and document as much as I can to show you guys that even though life is tough right now, I'm going to keep like powering through. And yeah, I will take you on my journey to hopefully just happier days. Like, hopefully this time next year I will be sat in my new house, absolutely settled with Harley, and, you know, in a job that I like, and I'll just look back and think, I'm so glad this happened. Like, that's what I need to think, because if I don't think like that, like, that's when it gets messy up in here. So I just need to think, like, this happened for a reason, even though I don't know what the reason is yet, but hopefully there's a reason. But yeah, Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again very, very soon for another vlog. I'm so excited to show you my house in my next vlog because there's so many updates, seeing as I haven't been vlogging for this past month. But yeah, thanks so much for your patience as always, and I shall see you again very, very soon. Bye.